How do you follow up a record-breaking year? With another record year, of course. The Beacon Council's 51 projects in 2022 through 2023 generated almost 15,000 new jobs. More than 5,700 of those are new direct jobs, an all-time record in our 38-year history. The average yearly salary is more than $98,000, 1.7 times the local average. The impact of these jobs and investments is felt countywide and year over year. $839 million in disposable income, an annual GRP increase of $1.5 billion, and $54.2 million of recurring annual income for Miami-Dade County.
Our partnership between the county and Beacon has never been stronger.
What Beacon does is connect people and help them live out their visions.
One company paved the way for this year's record job creation, a 3-time Beacon project that's making its mark on Miami in more ways than one.
Welcome to Kaseya.
A Miami tech unicorn is completing its second expansion, this time committing to 3,400 new jobs.
This is not only the largest single job creation project in the history of the Beacon Council's 38 years, but it's the largest tech job creation project Miami-Dade County has ever supported.
We could put them anywhere in the world, but this is, we think, the best place in the world, not just the States, to build it.
7 years ago, the Beacon Council embarked on this journey of evangelizing South Florida and Miami as a tech ecosystem. And people always say, why is that so important? If you want one company, one example, one illustration that embodies why we did all that work, it's Kaseya.
In a time of transition, the Beacon Council recruited an energizing new voice.
We found and appointed the best president and CEO we could ask for, Rod Miller.
One of the nation's foremost economic development leaders, Roderick Miller, joined the Beacon Council as president and CEO, bringing his vast international experience and strategic insights to Miami at a time of unprecedented opportunity and positive momentum.
Being a part of a market that's dynamic and growing and booming is great, but also recognizing that it's at such a critical point where the decisions now about economic growth are going to guide its future was also an exciting proposition.
Rod is an HBCU grad who happens to be trilingual and certainly is culturally competent to deal with a very complex Miami-Dade County.
Rod brings a level of complex thinking we need so that Beacon Council is capable of iterating to the world-class level of economic development that Beacon is becoming.
As we focus on the areas where Miami can win, clean tech and its potential as an economic driver for this community rises to the top.
Miami can become not only the test bed for next generation technologies related to the environment, but also can prove that these questions can be answered. We can export that know-how to the rest of the world. We're not the only ones facing these challenges. However, we're the best positioned to tackle it.
Innovative companies like Climate Trade from Spain finance climate solutions.
This is one of the biggest ecosystems for decarbonization in the world. We are the end-to-end platform for decarbonization for companies.
Partnering with Miami-Dade County and others in the region to secure designation and funding for the South Florida Climate Resilience Tech Hub is another win and a transformational step for this community's environmental efforts. 2023's projects are evenly split between homegrown and international companies, and nearly half are in county-designated priority areas, supporting more inclusive growth throughout the community. Founded by Miami natives deep in the heart of Kendall, Big Cypress is brewing up a second green distillery with another 5 locations planned.
We will continue working with the Beacon Council for as long as they have us. They do add quite a bit of value.
In Doral, Televisa Univision, the largest producer of Spanish language content in the world, is adding $50 million in capital investment and 250 more jobs. Aviation giant AAR has worked with Beacon multiple times since 2005 as they grew in Miami. This year's expansion brings 250 new jobs and $70 million in new capital investment.
We could never have done this without their help. Their guidance in helping us get in the right direction, working with Miami-Dade Aviation Department has been instrumental.
International projects hail from 12 different countries including Spain, Israel, Haiti, Switzerland, and Venezuela.
The Beacon Council is allowing other people outside of the U.S. and outside of Miami to understand that this is the place to start, found, and develop a business for the future.
Ted Lucas, welcome. Chandler Malone, Luisa Santos, Mayor Daniela, welcome.
Opportunity Miami, a Beacon Council initiative, imagines the Miami of 2040 and helps our community build it. It serves as a platform of ideas, fostering dialogue and stirring action and solutions around our biggest long-term challenges.
Those three pillars, workforce development, innovation and entrepreneurship, and climate action and sustainability, are really fundamental to the long-term prospects for our community.
Building an audience of more than 11,000 followers over the past 18 months, Opportunity Miami generates weekly original content with disruptors, investors, innovators, and policymakers.
In partnership with the Academic Leaders Council, we'll be releasing 2040 Talent Development Goals in January, a one-of-its-kind effort in the nation to strengthen our talent pipeline.
Greater Miami rivals any major city in the world, with diverse talent, innovation, and opportunity intersecting to create a prosperous economy.
As Miami-Dade County has really grown as a city, as a metropolis, the Beacon Council has as well.
It really comes down to one word, it's people. We're trying to figure out how do we really help build and develop the health, wealth, and prosperity of people.
Whether you come from South America or whether you come from the Bahamas, we want you to feel that you are welcome here.